Welcome back to another episode of the Field Report. I'm CJ, joined by Veronica, also known as TheOddRadish, and Mr. Mins, Alex Allen, is back. He's returned from Belgium, gracing us with his masterful presence here again. Excited to have you back, buddy. You know what's funny? I'm going to say that 2 weeks in a row as well now.
Yeah. I feel like I'm just always going to have to be telling people about that I'm back.
That's okay. You know what?
I mean, it's been a week though, so like.
And now it's going to be mentioned twice on the Field Report because I forgot.
Well, we're just still happy that you're back. We're just so happy.
So happy.
so happy.
But don't expect us to be this happy next week.
Okay. Everyone's like, okay, screw you, you're dirt again. Get back to work.
Now, you see, before this segment, we had a lot more pre-talk because me and Alex don't actually know Veronica, also known as TheOddRadish, all that well. You know, me and Alex works in production. I work in casting, and Veronica works in content creation and on the desk. Now, how'd you even find out about that role in the first place?
So I'm in the video game design program with Rachel, also known as Angel Grime, and also in that program is Tachi, also known as Manuel. And Angel reached out to me and Tachi, Manuel, whatever, to apply. She was like, "Come on, guys, you gotta apply. It's super cool." She like advertised it so well to us, and we're like, "Okay, we have to apply to this cool organization." Sure thing. And so then we applied. We both got the interview. Luckily, because we're skilled, we actually we're actually we're just well skilled. And even at the interview, it was Tyler and Rachel sitting there and just interviewing us. It was good for me because then I didn't feel as stressed, having a friend in the interview. I was like, whew. But yeah, that's how I heard about this job, and then I got it. Woo.
Imagine Angel's like, Veronica, you have to come and apply for this job. Sits in on your interview like, oh, that was so much less stressful than it had to be. Gets denied.
Yeah.
Gets denied.
I probably would have cried.
Oh my gosh. That would have been so
I was hoping,
sad.
my last job, hopefully no one from my last job is watching. Love you guys. But, I was like, please, it was retail. And, working retail it's a thing of, if you've never worked retail, I believe everyone should work a fast food retail job just so you can get that customer service. Yeah, well so we can all suffer as a society. But then then to not mistreat the people who work those jobs. Anyway, so I was kind of hoping to leave that, and then I got to leave it. So that was really nice. And then everyone was like, "Come back and say hi to us." And I was like, "For sure." And I have barely gone back. I sometimes feel really bad. It's something I keep stay up at night, but.
You got to do what you got to do. Yeah. When the grass is greener, you just
you bounce.
You got to embrace
Hop
it.
the fence.
You know what I mean? Now, you got some desk shifts. I have my first desk shift on Thursday, and I'd say come down and see me.
Last Thursday.
Yeah, exactly. Last Thursday, when you guys see this, I'm going to have my first desk shift. What's that experience like?
It's really just being an observer, especially when the teams play. You are just sitting there and you watch the way that all the players interact, and you kind of see how all the teams work. And there's kind of patterns that you notice. And then when it's open play, it's just easy stuff. You're just, doing your own thing.
Are people chatty in the room? Do you have people just sort of?
There is kind of regulars who come in who know your name. They will ask for your name, and then they'll be like, "Your name is Veronica." And I'm like, "Yep." And then they'll come in the next time and be like, "Hi, Veronica." And I always feel I feel special. I'm like, "Oh, you know my name? Oh my god." And so I guess I'm the regular because I work the same desk shift every Monday. If you come in Monday 3 to 10, you see me. Or if you come in the weekends, the weekend crowd is completely different from morning crowd. Morning crowd is just chill, sleepy gamers, and then they all are always very they come in wow, there's no one in here, and they say that every week. Every week the same guy comes in and you go, "Wow, it's so empty in here." I'm like, yeah, it has always been so empty in here, but I love them. Shout out to all my regulars. They can feel special, and it's great. Yeah.
One thing I want to pick about though, because I've had some desk shifts too, when a student comes over and hands you the card, right after that, how do you feel when you're trying to look to find the whole spot to when they're saying, "Yeah, can you put me on to number 8?"
We have a desk procedures document, and then we have the tracking document. I always have the desk procedures document open because it's got the seating chart. I do not have the seating things memorized. I'm looking, I'm okay, counting it. I'm 1, 2. Even on our whiteboard, we have all the things drawn out, and even at the desk that the person sits at, I wrote "you are here," just so no one gets confused, specifically me. But yeah, so I keep it very
Yeah, you're talking about not getting confused. I'm sitting here with my first desk shift last Thursday. And procedures, seating charts.
Good luck, buddy.
Procedures, and it's a whole list. You can read it. It's like, don't, like, you know, keep it clean. Like, give people their headphones. Like, you know, wipe the headphones down.
Yeah.
Because I know exactly what I'm getting myself into
you'll be fine.
here.
You'll be fine.
Well, coming into the summer, you know, the room's going to remain open, and you said
Not weekends, maybe.
Not you know, hours unconfirmed at this point.
Yes, actually.
Hours
yeah.
unconfirmed
Check that
at this
later.
point.
Or maybe they are confirmed at this point.
We don't
Check
know.
the Discord.
Yeah, we don't
don't
know
know.
if they're confirmed. Who knows? We'll find out. You'll
Yeah.
find out. Everybody will find out.
Together.
Stay tuned on the Discord for that. But it's a role you're looking to sort of continue in. So you enjoy this esports stuff? Because
Yeah,
it's not something
I like
you were
it.
looking for before.
Yeah, esports, I was definitely brand new to the esports thing, but like what I do there is I create like graphics, so if there's like tournaments and anyone needs a graphic, I'll make that. I do the schedule and scores posts. If there's like anything that needs to be made within like my shift, I will do it. I love like just creating. It's like fun, it's different, and I've learned so much over the past like 8 months this year.
And I mean, like, you do all of these desk shifts, and you don't do really anything for casting or even other production
I've
sort
never
of
been
work.
into the casting room or the production room.
No interest in giving it a go?
And then,
Well, I just don't think I have enough like knowledge about the games to start casting. I'd love to just stand there. I used to do broadcasting at my high school. If you go on a deep dive and stalk me and find out which high school I went to and our like broadcasting show that we did, you can find like clips of me like being on broadcasting, be like, "Good morning, high school name," and then I almost doxed myself, but yeah, and I had fun, like, just, like, even, like, being, I don't know how casting you guys have it. Do you have, like, I know you have Observer and, like, Switcher, but, like, I always had fun being, like, director, the walkie-talkie. I don't think we have walkie-talkies here, but.
No, we got Apollo and his typing speed.
I guess just how is it like to compare from like you're doing video game design and then you don't really do much on like the other sort of like content side. Just how do you kind of look at that as like hand on hand to help each other?
Like, how does it go together? It's like, it's more so for like, you know, the title kind of like, oh, I work for an esports team, so which is connected to a video game. But like, honestly, like content making and stuff like that, it's more of like, not a hobby, but like it tones like other skills. So like I work a lot like for like, content in Photoshop or like After Effects if I'm making like TikToks for people or like Premiere Pro and stuff like that. So it's just honing. I'm just sharpening or like keeping my like skills in the Adobe Creative Suite or like other stuff like that. Just like honed in case I ever need them, because this digital media goes like kind of hand in hand with like video game design. We technically use Photoshop for like drawing and stuff like that, but like it just keeps the skill like alive. So that's why I like it here. That's why I do it.
So what actually sort of drove that to actually get yourself to go into
Video game design? Okay, so my story begins back in the day when I discovered, my friend showed me The Sims 4, and I was like, oh my god, this is great. I can just like dress people up and build houses for them and make a story for them. That is so fun. Like I love just like creating. So to me, like having so much different creation aspects was crazy. And in the Sims community, there's this thing called like CC, which is custom content. So like it's just like mods, but you can just like, people would post on Tumblr. I was a Tumblr user. I'm proud Tumblr user.
A proud Tumblr.
Proud Tumblr. If you want to stalk me, I'm just kidding. Find my old Tumblr account. Don't, please. And like, what would the people on there would post like? They'd be like, "Hey, I made this like shirt for your Sims. Like, download it," and then whatever. And that first of all taught me internet safety. I learned how to download files and like, you know, sketchy websites. Don't click on those enticing ads. You know, anyway. And so from then I was like, this is so cool. I want to make this myself. I want to make my Sims a t-shirt. I want to make him a plant. And I was like, so I found out you need to use this thing called Blender. And I was like, okay, a Blender. Anyway, so I got the application, which is it's a 3D software. It's free. It's like super good. Honestly, it's basically like, it's becoming it's not industry standard 3ds Maxes, but it's like just
It's
really
close.
good. It's really good. And the fact that it's free, like a lot of indie studios, like gaming studios will use it because it's free. And even in the past couple years, it has grown so much. Anyway, so I opened this thing up and I'm like, okay, and I look at it and it was confusing till like, this was in grade 8, I want to say grade 7 actually. I opened up Blender and I was like, whoa. This is a lot. I was like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this. And so I closed that down and I did not open it, which I think was good in the long run. Sure, if I like started then, I'd be crazy at modeling and sculpting stuff. But I think I would have learned it wrong, so I wouldn't have the right like pipeline to do things kind of, and modeling and stuff like that. So I'm glad that I like kind of held back, did, because now I'm still doing it now. And so it's cool to see that like if I went back in time and told like younger me, be like, hey, you actually did end up learning how to do this, she'd be happy. But yeah, so that was a thing. And then also I got into video game design because I was like, in high school I did a lot of fine arts, and one of the things we did there was like animation, 2D animation, the one where you draw out thing by thing, frame by frame. It's the most like tedious thing ever. It's so annoying. No offense to all the 2D animators. You guys I'm like, major respect for you guys, but I don't have the patience for that. And I remember like thinking like, I wish I could like, I remember I did this animation of a fish doing its thing, and I remember being like, I wish the fish could like just turn, but like I hate perspective, like why can't the fish turn? Turns out all I needed was to like get a 3D application and model it out, because now I can just turn the fish without needing to like redraw the fish. And so like I remember when I was young, I was like, there's got to be a way to like there's got to be something like where it's an actual thing, like and then it's called 3ds Max, and it makes you sculpt things in it, so or you model things in it. So that was that. That's how I got into that. Started at Sims 4.
Yeah, 3ds Max is actually it's a fun like software to use. It reminded me very much of actually SolidWorks a little bit in ways, just because you had to figure out and etch the style, the design, the way that you were like wanting to make around for the direction.
It's so fun.
I mean, Sims though, you're playing that game a lot, and I mean, let's face it, the gaming community is so open, wide, and diverse.
Yeah.
What's kind of the feedback from you actually growing up playing Sims?
Like when I tell people I play Sims, what's the reaction?
Yeah.
Usually they call me a fake gamer, which sure, well, even like before I started this interview, I won't dox anyone, but I said, yeah, I'm doing this interview, and they said, oh yeah, Sims gamer, and I was like, hey, like put some respect on my name. But like, I get like the Sims is like joking and whatever, but at the same time, not all games are just like shooters and whatever. There's like RPG games. There's like so many different games, and that like Sims doesn't look like the regular game, but it's still like a fun one. It's still a video game, and it's like that was Sims 4. That means there was Sims 2, Sims 3 before that. So clearly there's like a variety for it, or like a need for it. People clearly wanted more, and they're still releasing like expansion packs and like just things for the game, like add-ons and whatever. There's still a big community. It used to be on Tumblr. It's always been on YouTube. Now it's on TikTok, as all things are on TikTok. But yeah, so I think like, it's still a game.
You know, we talk about sort of the different levels of games on this, this segment of the podcast a good bit, but it's just like, any game, I really like, it doesn't matter if you're playing Pac-Man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A game's a game. It's an outlet, to decompress, hang out with people, community, build and whatnot. Like, I can say this with confidence. My girlfriend plays Sims as well. I had no idea Sims was still a massive community. Oh, it is a massive community. There's a ton of little plugins, mods, whatnot you can input to. So like it's got its niche.
There's fun challenges as well. There's the 100 baby challenge. There's the 100 like widow challenge. There's the like generational challenge. Like there's like fun challenges. People like are creative in it because you can just. Are you doing
any of those challenges?
That's next question actually. I think we should move on and
I think we want to know what challenges.
No, I'm not doing any challenges yet. Now.
Yeah.
I never did the 100 baby challenge because I was like, I started, but.
Hold up. You went over that real fast. She started.
Okay, so the 100 baby challenge, you just have to like get 100 babies within like as little generations as possible. And so I started that, but the babies are annoying, so I stopped that challenge because they would just always be crying in your house. And like, I'm not a mother. Shout out to all the mothers out there, but like I cannot do that.
I have so many questions.
I did do the
does it have to be the same parents?
No, not the same parent. It's like the same woman giving birth, or like the same.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What do you do with
100
babies out there?
Well, like, the dangerous thing is, like, incest, because then your town is populated by your children, so, like, it's kind of dangerous. I don't want to give the Sims community a bad bad rep.
I'm
but
gonna say Sims Dark Side Edition. I didn't know.
Oh my god.
There's like well, if we talk about life, and we can talk about death too. There's like the widow challenge, 100 widow challenge, where you like date, like you wed, you become like wife, or a partner or whatever, and then you have to kill them, and you have to go through 100 of that. So you have to like
become a serial killer.
No, you're a widow
Maker.
Widowmaker?
You are the
Widower?
widow.
Yeah, but if the widow kills
Whittler?
the spouse,
Well, it's not like they know.
oh, wait, what?
There's no police in The Sims.
This whole Sims business sounds like GTA Unlocked a little bit.
Yeah.
So why is it GTA is a real game and Sims isn't? Hello?
Is that actually something you've heard? Because if anybody thinks
I
that
think-
is ridiculous.
This is wild.
Just because GTA has guns in it doesn't magically
There's like
transform
gun mods
it.
for Sims.
Do you use those?
No.
I thought Sims was like a rated E for everyone.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But like the mods go crazy.
My mind has been blown.
Now you know how I feel when like once a week people come on here and they start talking about titles and everybody's like, oh yeah, the blah blah blah, and I'm sitting there like, what's happening here? So like, I'm glad you've joined me over on the side.
Well,
of
I'm glad I can
confusion.
bring this perspective so that both of you are confused. You aren't feeling left
No,
out
it's
either
refreshing.
of you.
It's
Yeah.
refreshing. Honestly, no hate for. Honestly, we've talked about this. Casual gaming is, and we talked about it in the Tyler interview. Casual gaming is just as important as competitive, if not more important, because there's only a small slice of the community that can play on the comp teams.
The comp community obviously gets more like attention because they get streams, they get like prize money, but like casual gaming, like that's the overall mass. The overall mass doesn't want to be streamed. They just want to go home, play their game. They don't really care about like this whole like glimmer and glam, kind of thing. But
So what you're saying is next semester you're gonna have like a Veronica, a Radish content come play with me Sims.
oh my god, yeah, oh my god, gladly. I will gladly okay, I get it. If you find my Tumblr, I would
Back to the Tumblr.
On Tumblr, people would post like stories. They'd be like, today my wife, or not my wife, today like the I forget what they're called, but there's a certain name for like the sim that does all like the baby making or whatever. It's like today, like they'll usually just give them names. They'll be like, today Angela gave birth to her 32nd child, and everyone is like blogging and it's like, yes, go Angela. Sorry, clap, but. Yeah, it's just like, and I would also like post like, okay, because I am, all my Sims would be like fun colored. I would give them like, I'd make them like blue, purple, pink.
Fun colored.
Yeah. They're called berry Sims. Like
Berry-
strawberry, yeah.
Like the Teletubbies almost.
Yeah. Except they're just fully that color.
Oh my god.
Fun fact, my my
There's a
YouTube.
lot of fun facts here.
Yeah, you learn a lot. I love fun facts. But my YouTube profile picture for like whenever a science teacher's like, hey, you need to send in a YouTube link to like a video of you playing my project, because game design, I make games and I play them and I show it to my teachers. My profile picture for my YouTube that I use is a berry colored sim from like years ago. And every time like if I present and I have to pull up my YouTube to play the clips or whatever, I'm terrified that someone's gonna notice like the profile and be like, hey, what is that? And I'm gonna be like, let's just watch the clip. So it's a fear of mine. Anyone watching from class, please don't ever like look closely. Just watch the video. But, yeah.
Anybody watching from game design, make sure to go. Do you have any online classes? I'm sure they could get like a nice little screen capture.
Yeah, get a screenshot of
One
it.
day.
So if I take a red and a blue sim, berry sim, like a blueberry and a strawberry, do I get a grape sim?
I'd say like you would have to like go in. It would be either red or blue, but you can go in and like change the skin color.
Okay.
Sims is very open like that.
So do you actually like stream this on Twitch?
Okay, funny you bring up Twitch. Fun fact, I used to be a Twitch streamer. So like I've dabbled in Twitch streaming, and I didn't stream Sims because my computer would probably explode. Sims is a very heavy game, but no, I wasn't there. Like I didn't stream Sims. I streamed Minecraft and then other things. for like for like my like some follower special, I streamed like Five Nights at Freddy's. Like I played it on my iPad.
Oh, okay.
While it was like crazy, but
Because I was about to say, can you please specify other things?
like I was just like collage. I don't know.
Collage. Like, let's look at arts and crafts or something.
So I'm playing Minecraft for. I also would do like. I can't. I'm gonna get hated on. Just know I'm a woman of many talents and mysteries. So.
I don't know. You seem like a very entertaining Twitch streamer.
I like to keep people on their toes.
Like they're like watching. They're like, hold on. Where did Veronica go?
I'm a magician. I disappeared. I had a bunny cam as well, like running because I'm a pet
bunny cam.
So because you know how people have like dog cam or something like that. So I was like, I was like bunny cam.
Aw.
It was like I was using all the devices in my household. I was using my phone, like my iPad, computer. Like everyone was just a lot. There's a lot happening.
What's the bunny's name?
Popeye. He loves spinach.
No way.
Yeah, he's a big spinach guy. He also talks. What? Not?
No, hear me out here. My thought ass is like, Popeye's named after a chicken biscuit or something. No, you meant Popeye and the spinach. That's all.
Yeah, he's
That's
delicious.
The bunny?
Hold on.
Did I stutter?
You said he's delicious.
Yeah, did I stutter?
Did you eat the bunny?
No, okay, but he smells like butter, and I sometimes.
You ate the bunny? Okay.
She's like, Butter the Seven? Butter the Seven smells so nice. He is just as cute as Butter 6.
He smells like butter. So sometimes I'll come home and I'll just like smell him. It's like comforting.
Aw.
Okay, no hate for it.
I've heard of that actually. Like
My mom says he smells like a fur coat. So that's very threatening. So.
So one day you might all of a sudden see your mom with a new fur coat.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Or like a hat.
Yeah. Is the bunny like still alive though? We gotta.
He's still with us.
Okay. Good.
I don't know why I looked. He's still alive.
You look up. He's still alive somewhere.
In my heart, he's alive. He's very alive. Yeah, he's been around since like forever. He's like I think 9 now, 8.
Damn. How
Aw.
long,
I got him in grade 7.
how long do bunnies live for?
Like 5, like 7. If you take good care of them, like 15.
God damn.
Can you get a bunny in Sims?
Yeah, I think they just released a pet expansion pack. I know you could get them in Sims 3, but yeah, I think they just released a pet. You can get cats and dogs and hamsters. You can get hamsters for sure. Not sure about bunnies.
Like hamster's like 2 pixels.
On his little wheel.
I need like Let's Play content next semester.
If
I
the
need to
public
see this.
demands it, I will start a Sims Let's Play.
You know what the fuel?
Every Sunday.
Public certainly did not demand a fuel report, but here we are right now. Anyway, so
Here we go.
yeah, here
It'll be a
we are.
special fuel report segment. At the end of it, it just like Sims gameplay.
Seeing the 100 baby challenge go down.
And they're all multicolored like berry Sims.
Oh my gosh.
Rainbow.
But I mean, like, from you Twitch streaming, was that kind of where some of this energy came from when you're trying to join for fuel?
Like energy. What kind of energy? Do you mean like personality energy, or like do you mean like excitement to just be on this team?
Yeah, and then like even just bringing passion to like actually grow fuel as well.
I'd just say I'm a passionate person. I was born with a big fire in my heart, and I just stride into things and just fill things with like passion. Because I believe you should put passion into everything you do. Like, why not? You live once, just go big, go home.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. You do only live once. I use that thought process frequently.
You ready for this one? Hashtag YOLO.
Oh, the big hashtag YOLO,
Yeah.
the big one.
Hashtag YOLO, hashtag selfie, and hashtag.
Remember when that song was like such a big thing? Like, but first, let me take a selfie.
Oh yeah.
That's what
That
I'm
was-
referencing. I say we bring it back. Me, us three can bring it back. I'm just saying.
I have the memory of a bag of cinder blocks. So every time you mention something like that, you've like unlocked a core memory. Like that.
Harlem Shake?
Stop.
Whoa.
Stop. That's enough out of you.
Okay.
That's enough out of you.
Zip.
That's actually crazy. We're getting old. That's the one thing, like, Well, you're coming back if you're back next year, that'll be your third tour of Fuel.
Yep.
The second you hit a third
run.
we go to college here. You know, there's only typically 1-year programs, 2-year programs. Well, just because we know it doesn't mean every viewer here is from Fancy.
Okay, yeah, okay.
The
Surprise!
second you get to a third year, you're a veteran.
Yeah.
You've been around, you know what I mean? That's veteran behavior. And, like, you know, best way I can phrase this. Coming into year 2 for you, what would you like to do a little different? Like, what you know, Tyler likes to use the word activate. How can you be activated to do more next year?
I would like to see, like, broadcasting more. I want to be in the room, I think, more. I think it'd be kind of cool to just see what goes on there. Like I said, not on-screen casting, unless it's Sims gameplay or Minecraft gameplay. But I'd like to see, like, just, like, I also not observe. I cannot, again, I do not know Valorant or League enough or whatever, or COD. Sorry.
Observing? Okay, I did my first observing shift.
Yeah. How is that?
Much
Someone explain
math.
what observing is? You walk in, you sit at a computer, and you just, like...
Yeah, okay, literally, like, I did CSGO.
Okay.
First time ever observing. I got, like, I'm not going to say minimal instruction, but it was like, you do ABC and that's how you do it. But in reality, it's like all your number keys, and then, like, a follow button. You switch between the number keys to, like, switch players. And, like, if Bob throws a grenade, you hit the follow button and you can track the grenade through.
Okay.
And when you release, you just go back to Bob. That is your whole job.
Okay.
So, like, basically, like, you're staring at the mini-map, right? And if you see, like, Bob on Team A is pulling up on Jimmy from Team B, you just switch to one of them.
Hope that you switch to the right one. And
Yeah.
It's going down to, like, good judgment. Like, you're expecting, like, oh, like, yeah, if, like, Bob's already getting like 8 kills and Jimmy's only at 2. You're gonna probably cam to Bob because 100% he's probably gonna get it. But from going off from CJ though, like I know I've done like a lot of like observing.
Way more than me.
And like Valorant is very like it's more big map. Same with CS:GO, bigger map. So like these players take some time to actually encounter each other. It's a whole different ball game when you get to Call of Duty though.
Oh, okay.
Because Call of Duty, there's like so many.
Shout out to
kills.
the Valorant team. Shout out to the less of a shout out to the Call of Duty team. I think we're beefing. That's related.
I need to go.
They know what they did.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, it's because they both play on Mondays and that's when I work, so I will be clipping them, and it's just they're like such different games, and it's like just different games, obviously, but like. Yeah, different tempos even. Like they have like COD has the different like search and destroy.
Yeah. Control.
The,
hardpoint.
hard point, which is like basically King of the Hill. Someone explained to me something like that. There's other stuff. I think is.
Honestly, I just find Call of Duty
Control.
in particular, you get a different type of personality.
Yeah,
I'm not
God.
educated in personality.
As I mentioned earlier, I'm like at the desk. I become an observer for all the teams. Like I see like what goes on behind the scenes, kind of. And the COD and Valorant guys are just so different. You know, great guys, both of them, but so different, so different.
Like, take a Kier for example, and then take like a Boyce.
Just different.
Them two are like so 2 different lanes.
Let's put it this way.
I would
saw
say.
Kier out on St. Patty's Day. I did not see Boyce.
Because he was probably playing Valorant at home.
Yeah, I love Boyce.
Yeah, great guy. He is a great guy.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing against on him on that.
Yeah.
It's just just different tempos. Like Kier is a beautiful character though. They're all beautiful characters.
Beautiful soul.
Yeah, beautiful souls. Everyone's beautiful here.
You gotta love the energy.
Oh yeah.
I wish we did. I know it'd be bad, but like I forget what it's called, but when you mic the players up and for like
Hot mics.
yeah, hot mics. I know it would cause so much trouble, but like oh my god, I live for drama?
Okay, you got to drive more into that though. If you think about it, you have always been behind the scenes, hearing all of the players
And
break
everyone
it down
I
and
talk to,
scream.
Like, who sits like in on the in the desk shift while the game's playing. They're always saying like the players say crazy stuff. Apparently the Smash players are insane. Love you guys. Don't know you. Love you. So I heard they're pretty fun to be around. Overwatch always just has great energy. We show like face cams and stuff like that, but we don't show like them like when they're like
They're called listen-ins in esports, right?
Yeah, listen-ins.
We've dabbled and debated such things. But
I think it would be tough. It would be really tough, I imagine. But like If there were a way.
What is the most gruesome, like, sort of, like, thing you probably heard from one of the players? Like, you don't have to, like...
The trash talking, like, just for the other team, like, they're just, like, it'll be, like, some team, and they're just, like, throwing their name in so much into this, like, it's insane what they say. I don't know, I don't want to dox anyone. But,
I feel like from all the stuttering, there was definitely probably, like, 20 swear words into sentences.
Yeah, like, I'm just, like, censoring it in my head, and it's just, like
you're not going to hear anything from this story.
I cannot. I know this is, like, a very, like, free speech podcast, whatever. Like, I asked you guys if I could swear, and you said yes.
Yes.
But I cannot be doing that kind of swearing on here.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, okay, like, you're like a child of God. Can't do it. Okay.
No. It's like, that's sailor would be blushing, you know.
Oh.
Deal.
That was a good description.
Goodness. Before we talk any more about sailors or the potty mouth,
Ahoy.
the potty mouth teams, Alex, you got anything before I wrap this up?
I really kind of want to dive into, I mean, of course, I feel like I might know the answer, but we got to know your favorite game.
Okay, well, yeah, Sims 4, obviously. There was, so many memories. Like, my friend introduced it to me, and then we always played it. There's, like, I would say there's, like, a few different kinds of sim players. There's the ones who do the challenges. There's, like, also the ones who just, like, replicate real life and then, like, will control, like, the people. So, like, they'll put, like, let's say if I was making a Sims world based on that, I'd put myself and then I'd put you guys in there, and I would, like, just... I don't know what I'd do, but, like, I'm just saying, like, people, like, a lot of Sims players will just, like, make real life, and they'll, like, put in their, like, partner, like, their boyfriend, girlfriend, and then they'll make them just,
It's like killing me and Alex on your sim game. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna go home and I'm just gonna make you drown.
Make a scene.
You're gonna be electrocuted, you'll drown, I think. I think those suit you all.
Oh, great.
Little voodoo doll action. We just combust instantly when she makes her sim characters.
Yeah. All of a sudden, we're not going to be here anymore. After
I'm taking over.
After this Saturday,
my fuel report.
Yeah, the Radish report. If it's
The Radish report
the
now.
Radish report next week, you'll know what happened.
Yeah. Like, they're sick.
Oh my God, that was a death stare. I'm scared now.
Well, if you're scared, we'll allow you to run away here. We'll run on up
You
to
can
the
run,
next.
but you can't hide.
Help me. We'll catch you guys on the next segment of the Fuel Report just after this. Thanks, Veronica, for joining us. Thank you, Mins, for doing the production work. We'll see you back with CJ's Top 10s.
Bye.
And maybe the 100 challenge babies.